like to direct that question to the sponsor of the resolution.
Under the charter, they're appointed by the chair, and I actually went through people that submitted their names to want to be on the redistricting committee. And working with Christine, she gave me her name, her two, and came up with the other ones because they speak for themselves. Joe Rubito did the city of Albany 5 years ago. 10 years ago, we did the wards in the city, and Tom Nardacci has done redistricting in the city of Rensselaer, as well as helping out in other municipalities. So, that's what I based it on.
So you base it on people submitting their names for the redistricting? And when excuse me, let me finish. I didn't know that no one was being formed and it was going to be voted on tonight. But I was not aware that I could submit my name to them for this. And if you're saying that I was aware, I didn't realize that in the past that I did submit my name to you in other conversations. But let me ask this. I'd like to know if all of the legislators in here were aware that their names were able to be submitted.
Back up to your first question, to answer for you. If you remember, in December,
were you?
I'd like. Are you going to let me answer, or are you just going to continue on?
No, but I would like the legislature.
I can't answer if you're not going to let me continue on. That would pretty.
Well, I'd like the legislators to answer the question. If they were aware that they were to submit their names to the redistricting commission.
In December, I handed everyone in this body every vacancy on the committees that we appointed to. We've sent numerous emails. We've asked members numerous times to submit names for vacancies on boards. And if you read the charter, which is on the county website, it states that this commission has to be put together within 30 days.
30 days
of the first of the year, of the census year. So I could have done it in December or January.
So, you believe that most of us were aware of our ability to submit our names for this? And no, let me say this. I would like to know who was aware.
At that special meeting we had, I gave it in the map and I talked to everyone about it that night.
Can I ask? I really would like to know from the members.
I knew about it.
Okay.
And I saw the map that he gave out, and he gave it in a folder.
Okay, who else was aware? Bill said he wasn't. What about you, Bill? Tim? I just want to know. I want to know.
I remember our caucus, Dan was talking about, the commission just a couple months ago. We knew the process was coming, and he didn't make it secret.
So you were aware to submit your name? Just if that's a yes or no answer, it really is.
I felt like I could, yeah.
Bill?
Like I could.
No.
Okay, Tim?
Honestly, to me, I wasn't focusing on it. I don't know. I knew look, I know there's a process. I wasn't interested in being on the committee, so I didn't pay much attention.
Mr. Elder?
I understand.
I'm just asking a question. My other question is this. What are the basic powers of this commission?
If you read the charter tonight on the internet, it will basically tell you what they do is they'll go out to the public, they'll get the feedback, they'll help start redrawing the lines. That's why when I gave a package to every legislator on their district lines to look at it when the census comes out, and it should be out within the next month, and they can look at the numbers, how they're going to change. They may change, they may not change. But right now, under 39 legislators, we represent 7,500 people. So they have to stay within that guidelines as long as that's what we want to stay at. If we stay at 39, or if we go to 31, or if we go to 10, that's what they have to change the numbers to represent.
So who are we going to retain to provide the basic demographic data?
If you remember from the meetings we talked about, and when I started down this path over a year ago, if you remember from the conversations, I said that we should try to do it all in-house, because 10 years ago we spent upwards of $500,000 on everything. And I have a gentleman that worked for the county in the planning department that drew the lines in 1990, who's willing to come back and draw the lines in-house for us, so we can try to do it all in-house.
I don't think that, I'm not sure if that's the proper thing to do it all in-house, and not to have someone that is independent.
All the independent person does is just draw it based on the maps and the data that we give them. That's it.
Well,
They don't divide a street. That's why I said, remember what I said in the meeting? I said, talk to the legislators to your left and to your right on your map, and there might be a street or two you wouldn't mind moving one way or another. And I said, if we can agree on it between the legislators that border each other, it makes the process a lot easier than to have someone that doesn't understand your district or your streets that says, all right, here's the line, I got to make this work, this gives me the population of 7,500. That's all they base it on.
no, Danny, the redistricting is much more involved than that.
I know that.
It involves communities. It also is going to involve who would represent us on the state level. We don't even know what their lines are. So when you say it talks about neighborhoods, well, not for all of us. It will determine whether or not we're represented by certain assembly districts. We don't even know what the assembly lines are. So when you say, oh, it's just basically taking a to the person on this side, and the person on that side, that is not true. Not only that, we know that the last time we ran into a huge, we ran into a huge problem in regards to how the lines were drawn. And to state here tonight that it's simply a matter of talking to the district next to you, I think that is really not being representative of the people, of all the people of Albany County, including especially the minority districts, because we know the issue that we ran into the last time.
Doug,
These district lines will be ready by the next election.
that is our intention, to have it all done, so we only have to run this year, and we don't have to run like we did back-to-back years.
And this committee will draw the district lines.
With the input of the community, the input of the legislature,
We'll have a public hearing.
yeah, you have to.
Okay.
We'll have many public hearings, though.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm trying to move the process quicker so we don't end up, behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
When you say move the process quicker, okay, is that going to be an advantage to community involvement?
Absolutely. We're going to start this month alone. We will set up 3 meetings throughout the county and start meeting with different representatives. And as a legislator, if you want to set up a meeting in your district, that's fine too. We'll accommodate everything. We'll go talk to anyone that wants to hear us speak and anyone that wants to give us feedback. Also, I'd like to set up a web page so the general public can sit there and comment back on what they think too, and how to get into the 21st century.
Well, I have to say, and I want to go on record, that I have concern that we are the only ones that's going to be responsible for drawing these lines. Now,
We're 10 years ago. We are hard.
we were 10 years ago.
It's in your
We
job
also
description, 10 years before that.
wound up with litigation. We wound up in a lawsuit, and the lines wound up being changed. Okay, and we cannot disregard that, and it would be a shame for us not to discuss it. Okay, this is what caucus is for, and I think that we would not be doing due diligence to discuss this. Maybe it matters not to some of my other colleagues whether or not the lines or how they're drawn, because they possibly feel that they're going to stay the way that they are. But the one thing that I do know is history has shown that the minority community has been adversely impacted by decisions that have been made by this legislature. And so when you say we're going to do this in an expeditious manner, I don't think that that's the right way in which I think we should move forward with this. I think that we probably do need an independent contractor to look at, especially unfortunately, the minority district or election districts that could be affected by this redistricting that we do.
And within that committee, you can make that recommendation, and they can make that final decision whether or not they want to go outside and seek outside independent counsel or another committee to look at it.
Who is going to hire? You're saying we're doing this in-house? And who is the in-house person? I'd like to know.
I will bring his name forward once he will come to the caucus meeting. He worked in the county, he retired, he did it in 1990, and he has the software to do it. Now, he has the maps, he has the softwares, and he can sit there and figure out.
Why has it been given to one individual to do this? And based on one person making the decision as far as that is concerned?
It's not based on one person. It's based on the committee and the recommendation from the legislature on the lines. That's why I said to go back up. Now let me take steps backwards. When I gave you the maps and I said talk to your legislature, they'll tell you what your numbers are, and then you sit there and you figure out if your district bucks say Lucid, and you sit there and you go, well, where do you want to end the line? Do you want to end it on Elm Street, or do you want to end it over here on Grant Street? And you can make that decision, and they can work. He can work the map. He's not going to. He's going to take the recommendations from the committee and from the legislature and from the public.
Why have we already decided?